Hey, what up, y'all? We reporting live from the Black Room, and look what I got in my hands. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for their support and especially their patience. If you have watched the in-home banking documentary, this was a cool and great experience, but this was a hellacious experience. Please listen closely. I'm about to drop three things on you I want you to pay attention to. Number one, when we stated that the new shipping date was January 15th, I think a lot of you thought simultaneously you were going to receive your tracking number immediately on the 15th. What that means is when the 15th hit, we begin pumping out nearly 7,000 tracking numbers to anybody that's in the shipping business or ever shipped. Period. How many of you can write your name 6,000 times in one day? Just to give you an example. So the point I wanted to make is just to further explain to you guys, that was when we began shipping. 6,000 labels, 6,000 boxes going inside another box, being taped, XYZ. It's just not a mechanism that's done overnight. So again, I want to thank you for your patience. Number two, please listen to me closely because this is going to be the most important part of this video. Anybody that ordered a in-home banking board game by January 15th, you will receive your tracking number no later than this upcoming, the completion of this upcoming week. Today is January 25th. So that means this final week of January, everybody that ordered by the 15th, if you don't receive a tracking number by the completion of this upcoming week, this final week of January, please, you have my permission to totally get on my ass, my team, everybody. But like I said, you got my word. Everybody that ordered by January 15th, you will be good to go with a tracking number in your email by the completion of this following week. I know I said that 3 times, but I had to put emphasis on it because literally somebody is going to ask me right after this video gets posted and goes live when they going to get a tracking number. So again, I thank you for your patience. This has not been a simple task. Number 3, this is thing number 3 I want to drop on you guys with this video. I want to tell you again, thank you for your patience. Thank you for your support. If you watch the documentary, you know you got supporters going to a much bigger cause than myself. We talking academies, apartment complexes. I don't got to get into all that. Watch the documentary, you guys will know what that's about. But number 3, I want to tell you something. I had a lot of people that I spoke with in terms of the shipping of this board game, right? And they were like, well, why won't you guys be prepared if you know you have so many? Why you guys didn't do this? Why you guys didn't do that? Listen, I'm going to give you 3 terms that's in the board game. How many of you know what a land patent is? How many of you know how to properly utilize credit lines and trade lines to enhance your credit or even your children's credit so they have a 700-800 by the time they graduate high school? How many of you guys know the 10-30 rule of credit? How many of you guys know the importance of how many of you guys know how to get generational wealth and how to actually transfer it immediate and not wait until you're 70, 80 years old on insurance return or a policy or a 401k? I say that to say this. Everything we deal with this board game had to be independent for good reason. I need you guys to understand that there are powers that be that enjoy your ignorance. They enjoy you being a fool. They enjoy you being naive. They enjoy you not knowing a goddamn thing about financial literacy and economics. So we had to play this very carefully and very close in regards of who we brought in to help. Again, if you watch the documentary, I spoke on a big company that actually asked me to soften the information in the in-home banking board game. That's how vital this information is. I tell you guys all the time, man, listen, if the task of putting information in a creative and fun way, making it edutainment for our culture was simple, everybody would do it. So again, I thank you for your patience, but I wanted to give you an explanation and clarify to you why we had to do it independent, why we had to ship in-house, why we only could allow certain people access to the information within this board game. I know for some of you, this is just a game, but for those of you who get it, you understand that this is actually a way bigger purpose. This game is actually about to infiltrate our culture in a positive way and help us decode shit that some of us didn't even know we needed to decode to get what we're trying to get in life. Last but not least, if you haven't got yours yet, I suggest you get it ASAP. I want to say we roughly at damn near 7,000 board games sold. Y'all know 10,000 is the mark. And again, I actually got a 4th thing. Don't forget, everybody that stayed patient, everybody that supported this board game, within the next, I want to say 2 to 3 weeks, the in-home banking app will have an actual app that you can download. Everybody that supported this board game, that'll be yours on the house. I saw you guys talking on social media the other day about the pricing. For the people that supported this board game, there will be no pricing. You and your family will get a hold of that application for free. You'll have this one at the crib, and you guys will be mobile playing that app. learning how to beat the game and beat the system, and just giving you information that your TA never gave you, your professor never gave you, your accountant, your teacher, your pastor, those in your family never gave you. What I said is what I meant. These are the cheat codes that we're intentionally never given. Click the link in the bio or go to DerrickGray2.com and grab yours ASAP. Thank y'all again for the support and y'all patience.